The next thing that Anthony Noto mentioned was a delta hedge. So they see that this company issued $750 million worth of convertible notes. It's going to go down 10%. So then the shorts start piling in. They start piling. And then that puts more downward pressure on the stock. And then retail. Unfortunately, SoFi has a ton of retail investors in it right now, way more than institutions, which is not a great thing. And then retail starts to see the stock really, really slide, and then they sell. So you get all three of those things bringing downward pressure on the stock. To me, I see this as a great buying opportunity. Uber did a very similar thing. And if you look at Uber's chart over the last year and a half, we've seen that sharp decline when they issued the notes, and then a very steady increase in stock price for months after months after months. So, in my opinion, I think the stock's going to bounce back. We should be in the $8 range over the next few weeks. We had a solid week last week. And one more thing I want to talk about. The delta hedge. So a delta hedge is a short-term short position, right? So these shorts got to know when to get out. And did we start to see that last week as SoFi kind of went up 5 to 6% in the week? So with the delta hedge, you got to get out fast because people are going to see that as a buying opportunity, and then we're going to start to get positive pressure back on the stock. So the shorts could start bailing on their short positions, and that's going to give us positive reinforcement on the stock price, and we could see the stock price run back up over the next few weeks. So where do I think SoFi ultimately ends up at the end of the year? I'm thinking between 11 and 13 bucks by the end of the year, depending on what happens with Powell. If we don't do any interest rate cuts, there's going to be more downward pressure on a stock like SoFi. But it looks like from last week, they're pricing in 3 rate cuts by the end of this year, about 1% off of where we're currently trading at now in that 5 to 5.25% interest rate. They want to get around 4% by the end of the year. So that's a good thing for SoFi investors. If that comes to fruition and we get those rate cuts, we're going to see some positive momentum for the stock. Maybe 12, 13 bucks by the end of the year. High end around 15 bucks. So what I'm doing in the $7 range, you got to add more. If you believe in SoFi and Anthony Noto and their mission, and you believe in the company, and if you see they're continuing to execute on the top and bottom line, it's a no-brainer to add at these positions. I'm adding a little bit. I mean, I'm not telling you to go buy SoFi stock, but it's a good position to be in when the stock's in $7 range. All right, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like these kind of videos, let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe. Thanks again, guys. Peace.